Hi, welcome to my Make and Create for Wednesday the 28th of May 2025. It's also my card and a cuppa, so I hope you've got your cuppa. I've got my cuppa, my green tea, so I hope you've got your cuppa. I am going to try and work out if I've gone live, because so far nobody's there. So let me just work. Oh, hi Elizabeth. I was just going to see if I'd gone live, but looks like I have. So this is my Make and Create / card and a cuppa today. So hi Marilyn. Oh Marilyn, I was going to check something for you before I started and I just forgot. Let me grab beautiful garden. Yeah, you asked a question, Marilyn, after the online class. Hi Deborah from Jindera, New South Wales. Is that down in the snow country, or am I thinking of Ginninderra? Hi Margaret, thanks for joining. Now you asked after the online card class if some of the smaller dies would cut some of these flowers out, and I didn't know the answer. So we're going to have a little look. So how about we go down to the craft desk? So I'll just have a little look at the Thankful Garden, or what is it? The Lovely Garden Designer Series paper and dies, and then we'll get on to today. So let's go down to the craft desk. Okay, so you asked if these smaller, because none of the big flower dies in the Thankful Garden bundle cut the paper out, but you asked if the smaller dies do. And I didn't actually know the answer. No, it doesn't look like that lines up. Let's see if it lines up over here. No, it doesn't line up there either. That's that Designer Series piece of paper. What other papers are in here that... I don't think they do. I don't think any of the dies line up. It doesn't appear so. Here's another. This is also another piece, but I don't think that's going to line up either. Let me have a look. You have to just sort of get it into the right. I don't think they do. And I haven't got enough of that big piece left to put this one over the top. So I'm going to say I don't think so. But, you know, I haven't got all the paper left, so there could be some on this big piece that they might, but I don't think they do. And the leaves don't die cut anything out either. So I think we've answered that question from Saturday's online class. I think we've answered that question. But you know, I'm happy to be corrected if somebody finds that they do cut something out in the paper. I'm happy to stand corrected. All right. Okay. So hi Sheila. Okay, we're going to play with the Cheers and Sips Suite collection, which is a suite in the online exclusive store. Now you can buy the whole suite with one item code, and you will get the stamp set, the dies, the ribbon, the embossing folders, the paper, and these holographic gems. Or if you don't want to get everything in the suite, you can just get the stamp and dies as a bundle. Oh, Sheila said they do. Okay, well, I'll have to investigate more. I've got another paper pack of that paper coming, so once I've got more paper, I'll have to have another look. It took a bit for them to line them up. Oh, thank you, Sheila. Thank you for that information. That's good to know. As I said, I've got another pack of that paper coming, so when I get more of it, I'll have to have a good investigation of it. Happy to stand corrected. So you don't have to buy the whole suite. You can just buy the stamps and dies, which you get them at 10% off, which works out to be $72.75 if you just get the stamps and dies. And there's a really cool die here that can make your glass look like cut crystal. These other items in the suite can be purchased individually. So it's the paper, the gems, the embossing folders, and the ribbon. It's just, if you want the whole lot, it's just easier to put in one item code. So I have now got the embossing folders because silly Denise decided at first she'd think, I don't need those, they're just little ones, I don't need them. But then I decided to get them, so I did it the hard way. I bought the bundle and then I bought everything else separately, so I had to put in all multiple numbers all over the place. But that's just me. So that's what we're going to play with today. Yeah, I think it could be that big sheet that's on the black background, Sheila. And that's the one I don't have a lot left over of to sort of see if I can line them up. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see when I do get them. But it's horrible when you're sort of sitting there fiddling trying to line the die up if it doesn't line up easily. So that's what we're going to play with today. So if you ordered from me in the month of April, and your order was over $50, you would have received a little card pack in the mail. So if you're crafting along or watching the video, I think a couple of people are at work, so they'll be watching the video. That's okay. This paper is really interesting because although it's called Celebratory Sips, it's not all cocktails. There's floral in there as well. And there's the strawberries and cherries and lemon, lime, and there's spots, flowers, good neutral B-side of papers, flowers. These are really good because you can just put your die over the top or stamp over the top and get your glasses already coloured in. So it's quite an interesting pack of paper. Still got your glassware here to play with. So I've just been trying to sort out my upcoming classes and stuff. I'm only doing one class in June because my June is quite busy and it's an in-person class and it's nearly full. Even though I haven't advertised it, it's nearly full. It's the masking class with let me find it. Here it is. With the Thankful Garden Suite. So I'm going to make 2 of those cards and 2 with the layers of beauty. So that is a bit more of a technique class, and I think I've got 1 or 2 places left. If anybody lives locally and would like to come, you're more than welcome to book in. But yeah, that's my only class in June because I've got a busy month. Our son is getting married a month today, 28th of June, and we've got Creativity Now, which is hi Joan, which is an online, demonstrator only event. That's in June as well. So yeah, I thought, no, just do 1 class and then get back into it in July. So I've been sitting here planning my July classes, and my online class is going to use this paper because I am going to do a project in-person class with this suite. And I'll just show you what I'm going to do. This is a card box. I bought the tutorial from a demonstrator in the UK. And you make that up with some cardstock, decorate it with the paper. And you can, these ones are in plastic sleeves obviously, so they're not going to fit well if they're all bandaged up like that. But cards fit in there, and I reckon you could get 6 cards in this box and it would make a beautiful gift. All my instructions are falling off the back of my cards. So with envelopes, I reckon you could get 6 in, 3 on each side. So I'm going to do this as a project in person class, but what we'll do is we will make I think I'll only do 4 cards with the box, but for my online class we'll use this. It would be a nice gift, wouldn't it? That's what I was thinking. We'll make the cards that we make for the box. We'll make the cards in my online class for July. So that's what I'm thinking of doing with that. So these are a couple of cards I've already made. I did this in a Facebook Live, YouTube Live, a couple of weeks ago, I think. And this one is another one I've done. I haven't done too many, but this is the one we're going to do today. And it's purely just fussy cutting the glassware out. This one I did stamp the glassware. This one I fussy cut. So you can sort of stamp or fussy cut depending on which way you go. So that's what we're going to make today. So let me put my paper down. And I just think it's a really fun paper pack. It's bright, it's colourful, and it's not normally the colours I go with. I never really lean towards the brights in the bright family, but there you go. So if you're crafting along at home, although I do think the people who've got the kits are at work, you'll have all the makings of this card. So this is lemon lime twist, and I've used the Forever Plaid embossing folder as a matting piece, and then I've just cut strips of the designer series paper up, and I've cut some glassware out, fussy cut the glassware out. I've just layered it all onto our matting piece, and I've stamped a sentiment, and I've popped the holographic dots on. I haven't used the ribbon. We could add a ribbon to, oh no, because the girls who got the kit didn't get a ribbon. We won't add a ribbon. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's put that there and see if we can cover up our... And then, of course, I use the inside. I use one of the ones that's along the bottom of the paper. And I know it's not a full glass. I do know this. But, oh, that's not the bottom of the paper. Where's the bottom of the paper? Where's that paper piece again? Where is it? Ah, here we go. See, these ones across here. This is the one I've used in my card. You can use them, cut them out, and put them inside your card to decorate your card. Don't throw them out. I mean, some of them, that one's probably pretty useless. And the one on the sides, you could use that. You could use that one. That one's pretty useless. Yeah, I mean, some of them you wouldn't use, like this one. There's not much of it there. But use them. It's a great way of using up all your pieces of paper. And I think that's really a good thing. So let me just get that back in there. And I'll put that to one side. So we're just going to simply start matting and fussy cutting a little bit. So lemon, as I said, the brights is not a colour family I choose to play with often, because it's just not me. That's not coming off. Oh well, my matting piece will go over the top. They're just a bit out there. But I do like playing with them every now and then. Oh, it looks more yellow. Yeah, well it is. I'm sure it's lemon lime twist. Let me look. Yeah. It's probably my lamp. Does that look any better? I don't know. I can craft without my lamp because the daylight's okay. But that's lemon lime twist. So let's have a little look. That's going to be my insert. Okay, now I've got my perfectly plaid, oh no, Forever Plaid piece of lemon lime twist embossed. And that's going to go on the front. But I'm going to mat my pieces onto the front first. So we've got a piece of DSP 4 centimeters by 14.4 to go across or go right at the bottom. Let's get our card base out of the way. Going to go across the bottom like so. And then I've got this little 1 centimeter strip that I'm going to put on top of it to go across. So, and then I've got my glassware to fussy cut around and play with, and I've got a little banner here that we can stamp on. So let's get silicone mat out. Yeah, sometimes the glare from my window and then the glare from my lamps can distort the colours, but we're not going to worry about the glare because the sun is shining. And after last week, we're very happy about that. So we don't mind about glare or sunshine or bright lights coming in the window because it's better than the alternative that we had last week. There we go. Just going to stick that down like so. And then this little one, it's got the strawberry slush dots on it. So I normally use die cuts or fussy cutting when I have to mail kits out because we're not allowed to send stamped images. So that's why I sort of tend to do it a lot that way. Now I'm just going to, I don't want to cover up my strawberries. I might put this here in the middle a little bit further up today. There we go. I think I need to put another pack of paper on my next order. Now we all know that I've put it on my newsletters and on my social media, the scrapbooking album retreat or the scrapbooking retreat, the products are available from today. So if you're thinking you'd like to do that, you need to order them as soon as possible because they are only while stocks last. It is a big ticket item, but you get 12 double layouts, scrapbooking layouts, 12 by 12 scrapbooking layouts for the whole, like it covers the whole year. And it's all pre-cut and there's lots of materials that you get. And I ordered mine this morning because I'm just keen to see how it all works. So I want to do it just to know what it's all about. So that's why I'm doing it. So that's that. Let me put my glue on my lid and maybe have a sip of my tea because it is card in a cuppa. Okay, now I've got a berry burst glass there, and I've got, where's my snips? Okay, I've got quite a few here. So let's start with this one. I'm just going to fussy cut around the glassware. Oh, that one's a little bit dodgy at the top. I wonder if I can cover that up because I do like it. So the scrapbooking retreat is, I think it's the 17th, 18th and 19th of... Oh, it's raining in there, Sheila. It's in New Zealand, isn't it? Oh, well, it's come your way now. Sorry. Hopefully it won't be as bad as what we had. Just putting my phone on silent because I forgot to do that. There we go. And I might use this one. Yeah, so it's a 3-day retreat and virtual retreat. You'll have a special link to a Facebook group, and if you can't watch on the days, because I won't be able to watch the Thursday, Friday because I work Thursday, Friday, they will be recorded and they will also be uploaded to YouTube with not to the public, to only people who've bought the kits, so they can keep watching it because we all know Facebook videos disappear after 30 days now. So I have a lot of scrapbooking I want to do, and I just thought this kit would be a good way of sort of getting me started and getting me going and maybe inspire me to get on with it. Okay, so that's one glass. I'm not sure about this one because it's got a little chunk out of the top. I suppose some glassware does have chunks out of the top, don't they? Let's cut this one out. I do like the stemless wine glasses, this shaped glass. I do think they're quite cute. Rather than what do you call these glasses? A highball glass? Is that what they're called? Or just a tall glass? I think they've got a special swanky sort of name, but I don't know that swanky name. And the other thing that's going on at the moment is the starter kit promotion. It's a really good promotion if you are thinking of joining and you want to get a discount on your crafting items. Then the starter kit promotion that's running until the end of May, which is Saturday, is a really good joining special. I mean, the kit is always good value, but at the moment it's got bonus things in there. Oh, Nelson. I've been to Nelson. I love Nelson. We went there when Stampin' Up had their conference there. I think it was 2019. Or was it 2018? Can't remember. 2019? No, I think it was 2019. Yeah, we went to Auckland for 3 days, and then we did a fly drive tour for another 12 days, I think, around, or more, 15 days, around. We drove down from Auckland down to Wellington and then across on the ferry and did all the South Island. Well, I hope she's not affected by the flood. Being flooded in is okay if it's not coming into your house. But is her house flooded, Sheila? Or is she just like flooded in, she can't get out? Because I think that wouldn't be too bad. You could craft. Okay, I think I'm going to change because I'm not happy with the little dip in that, and I'm going to cut this one out. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. And they're easy to cut out, these shapes. They're not hard, intricate shapes. Even these are easy. So I'm just going to work out. I could do it exactly the same. Have my high, tall glass sitting over here. I put that down flat. And then I think I'll put that one down flat, and I might put this one up on the dimensional. And I might just sort of stick this one coming out here. And these are ones I'm going to use on my insert. So let's pop this one down flat. So as I said, simple card, because that's the way it goes when you have to post kits out to people. You can't do stamped images. That one down flat, and I'm going to put this one down flat. So I took little Rosie to the vet this morning. She's fine. She's just got a bit of a cough. And because she's going into, my slide came down the garden. Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm glad their business is okay and they're okay. Goodness. That really tells you the ground is soaking wet, doesn't it? yeah, she's got a little cough, and because she's got to go to the pet resort when my son gets married, I just thought, let's go and have a checkup and just make sure all the vaccinations are up to date, everything's all good. So we do know that she has a heart murmur. We've known that for a long time, but that's okay. It's going okay. There's nothing too worrying about that, so that's good. And so the vet just said as they get older, sometimes their trachea gets inflamed or collapses a little bit. The ligaments get loose and that can cause coughing. So she's got cough mixture. Can you believe that? I thought that was funny. But so we're going to give her some of that and see how she goes with that. There we go. Just keep an eye on her. There we go. Put that there. Now I've got my little banner. And this is a stylish shape die banner, which is the best sorts of banner. And I have got Strawberry Slush, one of the new in colours, or returning in colours. And what have I done with the stamp set? Here it is. Let's put something onto a block. Now this one I did Cheers, Let's Celebrate. I think we'll do Cheers, It's Your Day. Where is the cheers? Here it is. Now I believe I was told I say photopolymer. Funny. Am I saying it incorrectly or am I saying it correctly? I don't know. I didn't think I said it funny, but there you go. So I would love to know if I'm saying it the wrong way. No, that's Let's Celebrate. What are we going to do? Cheers, Let's Celebrate. Let's do Cheers to You. There's a little tiny U. Is that to you? Oh, these are so little, I can hardly read them. To you, yes. So I'd love to know if I'm saying photopolymer incorrectly, or should it be just photopolymer? Is that how you meant to say it? I'd really like to know. I didn't think I was saying it funny, but maybe I am. Okay. So we're just going to open up our Strawberry Slush, and I'm going to put the cheers up the top of my banner. And I know another stamp set that would go really well with this. Photopolymer. Polymer. Okay, I am saying it funny. Well, there you go. You live and learn. Never too old to learn. Thank you, ladies. And I'm just going to put the 2U down here. And what did you say, Sheila? You didn't think you wanted this bundle, but now you're changing your mind. Mer, not mere. Thanks, Marilyn. Okay, well, I stand corrected. I've been saying it funny and incorrectly all these years. There you go. Okay, so we're going to put this up on dimensionals. And what else are we going to do? Whoopsie. I thought of something else I was going to show you and I can't remember what it is now. Okay, and I'm just going to tuck, you can leave it out if you want the flagged ends both shown, but I'm just going to tuck it in under the cup, under the glassware, and stick it down. And what else have we got? We've got our insert here, and I'm going to use one of these half-cooked glasses. It's the same as the front, so that might be nice. I can use that one for another one. So I'm just going to quickly fussy cut around this for the insert. It's just a really bright and fun bundle, Sheila. And you know what? If you didn't want to get the whole bundle, if you just got the paper, you could do quite a lot with just the paper, I'm thinking. I quite often do that. I just, if I really like the paper but I can't afford to get everything, which we can't really afford to get everything, sometimes I just go with papers and I use the papers to be the hero of the card. So let's just put a bit of glue on the back of that. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but anyway. Let's turn that over and put it down here so we don't have glue everywhere on our insert, because then we can put glue on the back of that where all the glue already is and stick it in. Anybody else ever done that? Just drop their whole thing, drop their bundle. Okay, there we go, around the edges. Open this up. Now I'm kind of cheating because I've used this card and this will be one of the cards in my class. I thought, you know what, I'm going to double dip and use this for the card in my online class in July. So there we go. It seems really dark, but there's got a lot of light coming on. Oh, I've got to put bling on. Hang on. Bling, bling, bling. Okay, so these are the holographic dots. The other things that would work really nicely on this card, if I can find them, because I've got stuff everywhere, are these. I got these. Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink Gems. They would work really nicely too. Maybe we should try that on this card. Just for... You've dropped the whole card onto your ink pad. I've thrown an ink pad onto my my chest, and it was a red one. It was sort of like a strawberry slush, and it was onto a t-shirt in summer. Yeah, I've done that too. Yeah, so I had a great big ink pad splodge on my chest. It kind of came out, not really. So what are these? These are Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink, but there's 3 colors and there must be white as well. Let's go with the Strawberry Slush. So are this the small and large? Okay, got it. Because these will look nice with this card. I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to put one... I'm going to put one down here on the banner. And then maybe one over here. There we go. They're nice. I don't know what suite they're from. I just had to have them. So that is our card for today. Super quick and easy. Super simple. What was I going to show you? Oh, I know. This is the one of the embossing folders in the Glass and Garden embossing folder. So this garden one, I used it using the Extraordinary Flora washi tape. That's that one. I haven't had a play with this other one yet. I will use that in my kit, in my card class and kit. This one is sort of like the cut crystal, but it kind of fades off. Like it's not all the way across. Does that make sense? Oh, I shouldn't say that. So yeah, I'll play with that and use that on a card as well. So let's see. So that's our card. Just a cheery, happy card. Cheers to you. And this one's cheers, let's celebrate. And use your side pieces of your cut and along the bottom of your designer series paper. Fussy cut them and decorate the envelope. You know, actually, before we go, I am going to try something that I did see with one of these embossing folders. Let's get the one I haven't tried yet. Ah, thanks, Elizabeth. You're clever. I did see somebody with this, and I'm going to have to get my cut emboss machine in. Because this is another way to decorate up your envelope. And I'm going to grab an envelope. And let's have a look. I might completely screw this up. Anything's possible. Okay, so I've got to take out a thin plate adapter. Put that there. So I've just put the flap of the envelope in the embossing folder. Let's get rid of this. And let's see if that worked. You do get a bit of it. No, I'm not happy with that. It sort of made the envelope go a bit funny. But look, wouldn't that be cool if you could do it that way? There must be a trick to it. I'll have to have a look. But that's what I tried to do, put the flap of the envelope in, but I don't like what it's done to my envelope, so I'll have to play, and I don't want to waste too many envelopes playing to see how I can do that. But I've seen somebody display their card with the envelope flap embossed. I have to work on that because I don't like that. But I do like our cards for today. Really simple, and simple cards are good. So let's go back to here. There we go. So there's our Celebratory Sips card for today. I hope you can, it looks more like lemon lime twist now, I think, doesn't it? Not yellow. And this is my other one with the holographic gems. I like the strawberry slush ones. I think they look really good. Use old envelopes, I know. I don't want to ruin all my envelopes trying. Maybe I'll just decorate them with paper. That's an easier option. So that's our card for today and our Make and Create. So if you place an order with me during May, so there's only a few days left, and it's over $50, you'll get a little pack in the mail for the June Make and Create at the end of June. So if you're wanting to do that, I'm happy to post that out. And I just send one card. I don't send lots of video tutorials. I'm just a simple stamper and do simple things. To open the flap out. Well, I don't know, Marilyn, because if I open the flap out, that was going to be, or was it going to be too wide for my platform? Yeah, it was just a fraction too wide for the platform to go through. I'll have to play. I'll have to think about that one, unless I think I've thought it out. Unless I put it out like this and just go through and come back. That would probably work. I think. I'll have to have a play. Thanks for watching, ladies. Thank you, everyone. Deborah, Sheila, Marilyn, Elizabeth. Thanks for all for watching. Have a great rest of the week. And Sheila, I hope your daughter is safe in the floods in Nelson. And I hope the rain goes away soon for her. And I will be back on Monday for Make It Monday. And have a great weekend, everyone. Bye for now.